It's looking a lovely day. I'm off to the lakes again. Getting the bus, 8:15. And I've got a plan in my head to go up Helm Crag and do the horseshoe circuit to Steel Fell. Again, that could change. I've got a day of photography. And it all depends on how hot the weather gets. So I'm going to play it by ear. Have you seen my new pack? £30 that cost me. But in here, I've got my glasses, my sun cream, my phone, a little notepad. What else have I got? My keys, all sorts of stuff, my money. All so I can get to it with my hands without having to mess around in my backpack or the little thing I used to have around my waist. It's made life so much easier. Right, it's just after 10:10. I've been stuck on that bus for 2 hours. The journey was alright, but frustrating because it stopped at almost every stop in the lakes because it's busy. It's the school holidays. Anyway, I'm out of breath already going up this little bit of a hill. I'm heading to the foot of Helm Crag. When I get a little bit nearer, I'll put my hat on and get some sun cream on because it's going to be warm today. Beautiful morning. The only trouble with this little bit of the walk, it's very touristy. But what can you do? Just got to enjoy it. So that's where I'm heading. And then along the ridge, the tops, it's like a horseshoe. That's my plan. Whether I'll make it all the way around or not, just depends on how hot it gets. But it's beautiful. I'm going to stop before I start going up what I call the big staircase to Helm Crag, and I'll get my camera out, get my cream on, my hat, and get ready for the rest of the walk. I can already feel the temperature now on the back of my neck. I've got my cream on, and already I'm at this first stop, and there's 6 people approached while I've been putting my cream on, so it's going to be quite busy up there. Looking forward to it though. Right, let's go on the old staircase of doom. Oh, so far so good. We've got up the staircase. It's about another 100 metres. Just get my breath. It's a little bit more hazy today. Thank God for Tubbs's teeth. Whew. Now some people may say that I look a little bit like Freddie Parrot-Face Davis with his hat on. What do you reckon? Put your answers in the comments below. Oh. Nice and clear today. I'm going to make it up to where that person is sat on the edge there. But again, all I've been doing, corner to corner, or boulder to boulder, breaking it down into maybe 20, 30, 40 metre pieces. So I've got to get to the top where that guy is up there, along the ridge, come down, along 1, 2, and then take a right at the end of there. I'll tell you the names of the fells when I get to them, I've got it wrote down, but I'll do a little bit of, give you a bit of idea how high they are and what when I get to the top of here. So there's a bit of a hazy view back down to Grasmere. Doing well. I'm going to do the final little push now. Hiya. Alright.
I've done the hard bit now.
It's better than sitting at home watching Netflix.
Yes, true.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
I was going to say porno, but I don't know.
We know what you mean.
This could make a good camp spot just off the summit of Helm Crag, which is just up there. Either this side of this little rock, or maybe here, maybe a little bit more sheltered. There's a little bit more rocky, but I suppose you could perhaps find a spot somewhere. Morning. Are there any shops up here?
I wish.
Nice, yeah, nice tea house.
Now what a difference some clear weather makes. There is the lion and the lamb. Completely different from when we was here last week. There's the lion, and that there is the lamb next to it. And this route that we took in the mist. Oh, what a nice walk up that. A lot easier when you're not carrying a 13 kilo backpack with your tent and all the shenanigans. So I'm going to show you where I camped last Monday and where Sharpie camped. On the right is the howitzer. There's somebody up here already looking over the edge of that big drop. So we came along here in the mist, made our way along here. You'll get some better views today though. I'll stand on the edge in a minute. Let's just have a look up here first. Look at that. Absolutely lovely. Some people sitting up there and some people sitting over here. It's where I camped. They're sitting in my old campsite. Morning.
Morning, Dad.
Alright.
Yep. And you?
I'm alright, thanks.
Enjoying the walk?
Yeah. Good. Yeah. And this is where Sharpie camped. Here. Right, I'm going to leave Helm Crag now, which stands at a height of 405 metres. This walk, which consists of going up, along and up, along the ridge and then down here and back to Grasmere, is a total distance of 7.1 miles and an estimated time of 4.5 hours. It'll probably take me a little bit longer if I keep stopping to film and take photographs, but I'll tell you the name of the next fell now. Gibson Knott, which stands at 422 metres, which is that one there. Now this path just before Gibson Knott is a path that leads down into the valley below Easdale Tarn. Now a number of weeks ago we walked from Easdale Tarn down into the valley. There's a little bridge at the bottom, and we was looking for this path to bring us up to Helm Crag, and there it is. But you couldn't see it, as you can see from down at the bottom. We met a couple on the way up to Helm Crag, and they told us about this path, and they said it was very, very steep. But to me, that doesn't look too bad. Right, I'm cracking on nicely, feeling all right. Only a little bit of an edge path, but it's not critical if you fall off. Although I wouldn't like to. But what a nice walk. What a nice walk so far now. We've got a bit of a nice breeze as well, which is making it even more enjoyable. I'm using the Oracle. We're on course, even though I'm following the path. I've plotted this route in, and when I went to that little section before to show you the other path down, the Oracle, aka my Garmin watch, beeped and told me I was off course. And then when I turned back and got back on the path, it beeped again and says on course. So yes, it does work. I'm getting to know it now. Hiya.
Hi.
Alright.
Yes, you.
I'm alright, thanks.
Did you get the shot of the plane then?
No, I was at that side of it. I heard it, but I never looked. Sometimes, you know, when it's them fighter jets,
Yeah.
the time you get your camera out and get it focused, they've gone.
Yeah.
I've not got one yet. So that's another summit. Gibson Knott. Well done, son. Well done. Now we're going to crack on straight ahead. It looks a little bit daunting, but I think once we get to the top of that one, it looks quite straightforward. Even though the path is clear and I'm following the Oracle and I'm spot on the path and on my watch, I haven't seen anyone for ages, and I'm going through my customary self-doubting and a little bit of lack of confidence. Should I turn back? Should I look for a path down into that valley, because there's a nice long path back to Grasmere. I've got to go all the way up there and then all around there and back down. I'll crack on, but does it happen to anyone else? You're confident when you set off and you're doing all right, and then you just get a few doubts in your mind if things start to go wrong. But I've got plenty of water left. Well, it's a grapefruit energy drink, and I've got for food only 2 apples. That's all I've got. And I'm going to make a confession. I never had any breakfast, just a cappuccino, because I'm punishing myself for eating bad over the last couple of weeks. I'll be all right. I'll be all right. Hiya.
You alright?
I'm all right. Which way have you come from?
We've come from Stone Throat.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to head back along there and down.
Alright.
Down Dumbbell Raise that way.
Well, I don't know what it's called. It's just on my watch.
Steel Fell, yeah.
Yeah, Steel Fell. That's it. Yeah. So I was just chatting to the young lad there. He's going somewhere up ahead, high white stones or something. I'll get a shot of this mountain with a different light, and shady light. So do you live here or are you on a holiday?
Well, the sister's got a place here, but we come up quite a lot.
Right.
Yeah, kind of end of the world Cheshire, that way.
Yeah.
Where you come?
Lancaster.
Yeah.
I just come up on bus. It's a bit painful, 2 hours, but via motorway's not so bad.
So we came up on Friday night and it should be 2 hours from us, but there was no crashes, no roadworks, but 3.5.
Yeah. We usually go to train as well sometimes, but
Yeah.
there's no rush, I just come up bus. Right, I've made it to the summit of Helm Crag, which stands at 537 metres. I was chatting with that guy with his dog, nice guy from Cheshire. I'll just touch the top near enough. So I'm heading where the guy is, towards the tarn, and then I'm going to take a right onto Steel Fell. The wind's coming in a bit now, which is beautiful. So look round here. I don't want to tempt fate. It's quite a big drop that. We'll give that a miss. Yeah, let's crack on to Steel Fell. I'm going to treat myself in a minute. I'm going to have an apple. I've gone off course for Steel Fell, so I'm going to double back on myself and then take a left, maybe 100 metres. Because I think the detour, because it's rather boggy, a little bit down there. Yeah, about 50 metres. I should veer left at the end of these stones here. Let's keep the camera on and see how accurate this watch is, the Oracle. Yeah, coming up now, there's a path. Yeah, this is a path. You should be now where these people have come. Hiya.
Hi.
Have you come along that Steel Fell?
Yeah.
Is it alright?
Yeah, it's
Boggy?
alright.
Not boggy?
Down here, but then once you get past the peak, you're
Yeah.
all good.
Right.
Just follow the like fence all the way there.
Up the fence, yeah. Yeah, I come up from Helm Crag and along
Yeah,
and
we're
then round.
doing the opposite way. So.
Yeah, but I started going down there and then my watch beeped.
What's it for?
Hey?
Is this a
Helm
Crag,
Crag,
is it
yeah.
this one here, is it?
Yeah, down that way, yeah.
Okay, perfect, thank you.
So I've just got one more little climb now and then it's downhill all the way. This should be quite a nice walk along the ridge. Stick near the fence, get some good views. The light is softening a little bit now, which will enable me, hopefully, to get some better shots. Look at this now opening up. Just wish the light was just a little bit softer. Now then, I've not been on camera for a while, have I? Look at that view now. The clouds are coming in, hopefully allowing me to get some better pictures of Helm Crag from the opposite side. I'm enjoying this now. The apprehension has gone because I'm on the homeward leg along that ridge and down, and things are good. Feeling good, feeling quite strong. I've had quite a bit to drink, but I've not had my apple yet. I might save that when I get to the top of Steel Fell. Can you see ahead that little bit of rock that seems to be falling away? Take a close-up and put it on the screen. How long before that falls down into the valley below? Crisis averted. The light's popping out everywhere. I wasn't concentrating. I was looking at little patches of light over there, and I went down a bit of a divot and I went over on my ankle, my left ankle. I felt the ligaments like crack, the pain, but it seems to be all right now. It's a bit sore. I should be able to get back. Well, I will be able to get back, but it just goes to show you can't take your eye off the ball. Oh, imagine if I'd have gone over that really bad. What a nightmare that would have been. Hobbling back. But look at this time now. Look at that. My word. Now I know it's quite late into the walk, but I've decided to get Peter Crouch's legs out because I've got to get a few video clips now of this tarn and the light down the valley. I wasn't going to bother, but then the sensible Owen inside me says, don't be so lazy, you'll regret it when you get home if you don't get your tripod out and get any video clips. So that's what I'm doing. Don't be lazy. I might stand on the top of there, that little bit of a lump there, and get a shot of the tarn. Right, I've got to get to the top of Steel Fell, which looks a bit daunting, but it's not that bad. And then when I get to the top of there, this is the last little climb. It should be a gradual descent back into Grasmere, or as we sometimes call it, Grasmere. Oh, here's a summit, thank God, of Steel Fell, standing at 553 metres, which is 1,800 and something feet. It was quite tough to get to the top of here, considering what I've walked so far today, but I've made it, and now it can only be downhill all the way. It can only be, surely. But I'm going to show you a view in a minute which makes it worth coming up here. Let me touch the top with Big Bertha and crouch his legs. Are you ready? Look at that over there. I don't know what that lake is. I will look on my map when I get home. But what a lovely view. Anyone know what that lake is? Just getting a few shots. Bit of nice light over there. And I'm going to head back in that direction. It is just 2:15. So I set off walking around about 10:20. 11, 12, 1, 2, yeah, about 4 hours. So I've made quite good pace. I know I've not been rushing. Look at that. It's never over and it's never easy. There's a road below. It goes to Keswick. We're still coming down. That's where I've been, along that middle ridge. There's Helm Crag at the end, the lion and the lamb. Now the trouble I have when I get Peter Crouch's legs out and attach them to Big Bertha, I don't make tracks. I don't tootle along. I see something and I photograph it and I video clip, and it takes forever to get back down, but I'm loving it. It's so fresh and cool. Now when I look round now, it's hard to believe that I've just walked down that. You can't get your head around it, the sheer size of it, the sheer size of these hills, mountains even. Now hopefully I'll get back for the I think it's a 4:30 bus, hopefully, but I'm not rushed. If I miss it, I'll get the 5:30, etc. I don't know how long it'll take me to get down here now. Depends if I keep snapping away like David Bailey on crack. When you're walking, it gives you time to think about things. And one thing that's coming to my head on this walk is how angry I am at myself for getting into this walking and camping at almost 63 years of age. I know I've been walking at various periods through my life, but not quite as much as I'm going to do now. And why have I left it so long? Alright, I'm still going to get out and do it, but it's more difficult because my body isn't as young and as agile as it used to be. But I'm mad at all them years when I could have been doing this more. I know I've done other things. Yeah, just thinking about it, I feel a bit sad, to be honest. A bit sad that time for doing this sort of thing is slowly slipping away. Anyway, this is a view. I'm almost down. My legs are aching a little bit now, but I'm not hungry. I am not hungry at all. 1 apple a day. Up there in the distance is a howitzer, and can you see the little gully next to it? We were stood up there. There's somebody stood up there now. Oh, what a relief to be on a tarmac path. Look at this lad blowing all these leaves. What a thankless job. I used to do that years ago. You'd blow them away and they'd get up in the morning, they'd be back. I've put Big Bertha and Peter Crouch away. I'm sick of carrying it. I'm on this road heading back, hopefully to Grasmere, and I'm going to enjoy my last apple, second apple of the day. I don't know how far the centre of Grasmere is. I've absolutely no idea. But there is Helm Crag. It's over that way somewhere. So this road should veer right. Yeah, it does, it goes up there. And hopefully it won't be too far now, because my little old legs have had enough. It's hard to pick it out on this little GoPro, but we went up that fell there, Helm Crag, did a horseshoe and came down that fell there, Steel Fell. Good. Tiring, but good. I bet every bit of that apple, even the stalk. So I've done a full circle. That's where I set off before, over that bridge and along there. And we've come all the way around. What a good walk that was. The bus is due in about 30 seconds. So I'm going to have to wait for an hour to get the 4:30. Sort of place. Cheers, thank you.
Thank you.
Chocolate milk, £1.50. Could have got a Starbucks one or one of them fancy ones, £3, £4. Plus with this you get all that, a litre. The others are only little bottles. There's a bus here but it's no good to me, it doesn't go down the motorway. It takes too long to get home. I'd rather sit here for 30 minutes and get the motorway bus. That is absolutely lovely. Now if it had been with Sharpie, we'd have ended up having probably 2 pints of beer, which would have cost £12 and defeated the object of walking all them miles by piling all them calories back on.